Piescedena Satore, Salakwasan Toshe Cantora. Ine Sekite Sature Kituse Katasa. We are taking you on a journey. Maskidena Hantora Kite Sakuchucha. Santi Se Susasora. Mascadore Meniske Gandasa Tishe Kotora Contosa. Muska Bonacora Kite Kalakwa. Mishakai, remember, dear one. Remember the frequency we are returning. 159736455515. Lock into the coordinates, please. 15978362121515. Kiaska di Sakatora, Sansosa Soya Kipetesa, Mascadina Kitora Kotosa Makaska Orokokoisha, Shanshishe Shantor. Iske den dor darti dit in octoi in ish ara acti se sansor corcor tonso yomo noscotora. Misie na cotor samangascati de cadasa, tushe cantora, anscadire etor cotosa menisque cantara, ishe manascati de cadosa macor catasa nacara, irescatise tetasa nakoshka, mush and in ish arak antorkitesra dusha. Go through the portal of Jupiter, 159783621217, 813925555. Enter into the ninth dimension, 666999. Susei Sanson, Sonsi Se Sanson, liberate your soul, find freedom. 159783621212, 266514141414. Come into the astral playing fields of the ninth dimension, 1516177. Sise Sanson Son. Go back into the Albarian light, 15976616. Go into the Albarian constellation. There are six stars in the Albarian constellation, and I want you to go into the fourth star, please. 15976616161718. Reclaim Albarian 145. You are from Albarius. 6415976149378. And as you link into the Albarius template, I'm going to open your heart and recode quickly, and I want you to code with me. Just allow your consciousness to recode into the Albarian frequency. 159783611212, reclamation 66616171711812, bringing back the holy light. 7777216151212773144416. It feels angelic, but it's different from the celestial realms. 15161917171813161212. Unfurl, that's it. Come on in, come on back. Babadasa. Ite katasa Clearing the field, keep bringing it in, keep bringing that Albarian light back. 15978362121757. Kukusha, pull it down. Kukusha, put it down. Kukusha, reclaim your name. Kukusha. Kukusha, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it back, bringing all the Albarian light down. Kukushka, 156227. Bring it in, bring your templates in, pull them in. Shashi she shan son 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 si se san 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 si se san. Shukuchu kampatasa ototusha maniskideskidesa. That's it. Reclaim the soul. 1597836212. Reclaim your soul. 155. Sun Sise Sun 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 Son. Kukushka, bring her home. Kibritibana, bring her in. adjust your frequency into your human body. Kieska diska, code it in, 755212. Code it back into your body, Kukushka. Code it back in, get your frequency back. Ki san sor koi ki te tan tor kan tar I e tor kon toi shan shi she sho shampar kai in shambara. Whoa, bring back your shambara codes. Bring them in, remember them, pull them down. That's it, pull them in. Call back shambara codes. Pull them in. Kia desa tutusa katasa nakora katora. Nisa katasa. Code in 15976 Shambara. 74583 Shambaran light. 1593645 grids. There are 7 grids of Shambaran light. They come in like globes. They're globe grids. Reclaim the 7 Shambaran grids. 15937627441 coming in on the 9, activating the 9. Shan shi she shan so ko kong kor karte in iktor sai erenar sai nor soi im ish arakatasa mutushe mahanakoya. And as you bring in those grids, activating on the 9, bring back your gold body, and you have the most extraordinary wings. You have gold wings from the sides of your spine, through the Shambhavan light, through the codes of the emancipated soul. Open your wings, Kite Satora, push them from the sides of your spine. You're going to find they're going to push you up and back, but that's okay. Open those wings, Kisa Kotora, reclaim your power. Shambhavan light. Muska bantar ki in tiri iktor soy on in ish araki tarastai. Korstoi tampare na harstai. Inskidor kotoshe manushka babantor kiebede. Maskidine sakotora kantosa yanorst. Iris gabare no korstodosh. Maskide karakine sarakara. Karakine 65416. There are 12 Karakine grids. Bring those in, please. Call the grids back. There are 12. I want you to code them down your spine where your gold wings come down. There's a block. They're coming in as blocks of squares. They're Karakine squares. Recode 1597643711010101010. Sise san, son. They're really interesting as I see them. They look like a square cube, but actually, if you go into it, it becomes a portal. They become huge holographic tunnels. Reclaim the Karakinte. It's your tribe. It's the bloodline. It's your bloodline. Reclaim them. 1597836 Karakinte 14444444. Sise san son, sise san. Bring the spine home. Ki sa so tor ok oi stran san sise san karakite 15978372222222222. Shoo! Tise san di da da. Putting them in. It's weave them in. Well done. Weave them in. Weave back your magnificence. Weave back your power, your truth, your identity. Kincha chukutushe, sachiena kite, nasia satora. Integrate them with the Shambhala codes. Integrate them with the emerald light. That's it. Bring them home. Emerald light codes. That's it. Kitere. Bring them home. Bring the grids of the emerald lights home. Mascadore. Ishalakwasa. Muture. Sansiete. Sotora. Algerius. Sinia. And as you bring those codes in, I want you to move to the Algerius star. There's an Algerius star that needs to be placed back in your heart. This is the part, this is the loss that you've experienced. So I want you to go through the Stargate 12. Move your consciousness through Stargate 12 grids. And I want you to find the Algerius star. And when you find it, code it back to your heart. Bring your heart into cohesion. Kieskadora, they're going to come as sound waves. They're going to come, it's like they're literally white sonar waves. Kieskadisa tora kontosha makaskadira kitesa. Bring the Algerius star home, honey. Bring it home. That's it. Bring it home. That's it. Kiedesa katusa katasa katora. Sise sakutusha makasa. Isha Makai. And as you bring the Algerius star home, I want you to connect through the third eye. Open the third eye into the most expansive universal portal of light. And I ask you to connect to Algerius consciousness. This is where your sacred geometry and your wisdom is held. Kiedesa Torah. Bring down the star of wisdom. Kieskadisa Tutura Satora Kantasakora. Bring down the Algerian Council of Highlight. Reconnect to them telepathically, not only through the third eye, not only through the heart, but through all time-space. Reconnect to the Council of Highlight of Algerius. Take your place, take your place, take your place. Find your wisdom. Su sa si se san sor koi in ish an tora I skan sara tas in or koi o sha she. Bring all those aspects of yourself back in. Weave them. They're coming in so beautiful. It's like there's a center burning light, and then all of those prisms, bring all of those prisms of yourself, your fractured self, bring them back, unite them in your heart, unify under the 7757575 code, 7757575, 7757575, unity, 7757575. Kiskadora Muskabonokoya. You've been asking for completion. This is completion. 7777575. Kiedesa Tora Kantasa. Bring the broken fragments, the separated fragments of yourself, of your Algerian self. Bring them back through the council of light, the high consciousness, 26th dimension. Open, expand beyond all belief, beyond all understanding, exists within the 26th dimension of the Council of High Light. Kieskadasa Totora, reconnect to the diamond white light, the coding 14937862122121. Bring that frequency through the crown. Kiedesa Tutusha, Kiedeska Katusha, Kiedeska Katusha, San San Sise, San Son Som. Bring all of your collective wisdom back down. Activate the pineal. We're going to code quickly. Recoding, rebirthing the pineal. 15978362121615141316. Activate 777777777777. Activate 21212196161514 313131313113. Activate 22261777777212216. We're going to place 12 Merkabahs, spinning tetrahedrons. 12 Merkabahs become the center stand, the stem of your pineal. Oh, they're giving you a stem in your pineal. Bring in the 12 Merkabahs. 15978614441212161777781913 22221216144919000012121200616161610000012 t dash dosh 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 dish dash dish dash dish dash dos dos 6661514 7778191316112 777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777 544412120 dish dash dos 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 dish dash dish 1555212 66619514131212116171813121219 55555555555512216 6161444111313 2222212112. Coming back, uniting with the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9. The 9, bringing in the 9, bringing in the 9, bringing in the sacred geometry of the 9. Bring down your codes of 9, bringing the 9 home. 15978362211212. Bringing down the 9, coding the 9 strands of consciousness into the stem of your new pineal, activating through 9 realms, through 9 Stargate systems. Reclaim the 9 Stargate systems, please. Balance them. And balance them through the astral grids. You need to just adjust your astral grids to bring those Stargate systems in. That's it. Remember how to balance. And when the Stargate systems are in your own coherence, then as an architect of templates, I want you to template those in. So it's like you put them in and then you place, once they're in the right astral positions, you then create the templates around them to anchor them into those vortexes. You're creating Stargate Vortex. It's complicated, it's complex. Just remember how to do it. Trust. That's it. Trust and code them in. Bring them home. Reclaim. That's it. And weave in all of the strands of your other light. Weaving into the Shambhala codes. Weave them in. You're reclaiming your soul, your consciousness through all time space. And I'm just rocking as I am weaving behind you. It's really strange. They're showing me it's like I'm zipping you in to these new grids you're creating. Kieskadisa, you might feel me at the back of you. And I'm just pulling everything in. I'm weaving, zipping you into your new grids of light. Sasare, Sasure, Sansora, Kiedesa, Nakuska, Badasa, Nakie, 152-313-7212. And it's like I also have a huge, I want to say like a golden needle, and I'm just anchoring you. I'm right out in the furthest elements of your grids. I'm literally in other dimensions, and I'm weaving all of these codes of remembrance, all of this consciousness, the reclaiming of the very soul. I'm weaving them into all the other dimensions you exist within, so that you have stability, clarity, kieskadisa, tusakadasa, turakatoska, giantness. There's such a giantness about you, there's such a vastness about you. Kite sakatuska, shanshishe kutushka, mutuska badasa nakora. And from this vastness that is you in your highest realm of consciousness, you will understand how insignificant your human existence is, because that has been the blockage. We're bringing you back to your vastness. Siesesora, Sansansisesora, Sansansara, Satara, Kitesa, Tora, Niskadiska, Doskatora, Nahana Katasa, Mutushka, Bana, Kieta, Skadina, Kiteska, Dora Kotoska, Mnushka, Badushka, Badaska, Badaska, Ni Etikateska, Dora Kotosan, Sutuchia, Nakara, Kieska, Diska, 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 Daska, Doska, Dosk. And I'm seeing, I don't know even how to describe it. It's like a holographic cube, but it's like I can elongate it. You have all of these elongated tunnels of holographic grids. Kieskadis, and I'm just pulling them in to anchor them into all fields of your own energy systems. I need you to feel the vastness of your own consciousness, of your omnipresence, of the returning to the state of center alignment within the I am, reclaiming the I am, reclaiming the knowledge, reclaiming all codes, frequencies, pulses of the I am. I am the I am. I reclaim the I am through all time space. I reclaim Andromeda through all time and space. I am. I reclaim all astral projections. I reclaim Sagittarius 1597836222222. Tatian, reclaim the Tatian codes. It comes from the constellation of Tatius 15397. Actually, your Tatian codes have a linking into Lyra, because they're showing me you as a golden lion holding the feline codes of Tatius 159. You took these from Tatius and it coded them into Lyra. You were part of the founding fathers of Lyra. You are from Tatius 1445516 17836. Recode in your Tatian self. Kieskadise Satoras, Satoras, Satoras. Reclaiming the Satoras codes of Tatius 1447783 79372 73, 74, 76, 78, 79, 73, 72. Bringing in the Tatius codes. Weave them in. Create a new template, please. Your Fahorian, I've never brought this back. Oh my goodness, I actually want to cry. Your Fahorian, it's a bloodline that I have never brought back to another soul incarnated on earth. You're from Fahorius, it's a bloodline, it's an ancient bloodline. Kieska Fahorian 14976112. And as how do I describe it? Give me the words, Okay, as you bring down your Horian self, you will see it. If you ever see how they, in scientific terms, chromosomes, they list them as grids of small lines. This is the Fahorian lines. Bring them back as they are, I'm going to use the word so it will explain it to you, pages and pages and pages of dashes in sequential lines. These are Fahorian, Sahorian, Kite Sakudora Kantasa Kite, DNA activation 15978362221785555551212, strand 6, recode 15978 for Horian light 7777777722221215161554 3177777772112, telekinesis 15986277712, telepathic thought 1555555. Fosorius 15619782212. Reopen the bloodline, reclaim the bloodline, activate the bloodline of Fosorius 159783621697837441789. Unify in your light. Kieska Dora Kontoska. There is no other Fosorian light on earth at this point in time. You are the first to come into remembrance and incarnated soul. Fosorius 1453976417985. Recalibration 777777772121216154444192 77781444196755441212121789 33396 33396 33396 33396. Rebuild on the 33396 code. Fosorian light 33396 33396 33396. Weaving 33396 33396 33396. Fosorius 158362212. Reclaim. Kiaska, reclaim your Fosorian light. Bloodline 7, activation 9, integration 12. Just allow it to come in. The passage is clear. It will drop in. Oh, you're a galactic traveller. The Fosorians are universal galactic explorers. You will connect to a need to explore the galaxies, for you hold Fosorian codes of advanced technology. You will be able to now connect to Starfleet, Fosorian, part of the small galactic federation of space travelers moving through dimensions. accessing deeper, unknown planetary aspects of existence. Reintegrate, uniting the Saurian light strand DNA of the activated 6. Take your place in the mothership. Oh, that's it. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Whew. Bring it in. Feel it in your third eye. Just allow it to come in very gently. Allow that third eye the expansion it requires. You've got the mapping. You've got the mapping of dimensions through the Fossorian template. You're a galactic traveller. It's beautiful as that template comes in. I see myself as my Andromedan commander, Teltec. This is where we have met before. My Andromedan self and the galactic traveller that is you. We have worked in union and unison in our space explorations. There is a great alliance between the motherships. A great respect. A sharing of the deepest wisdom. And just let all of that come in. It's an emotional feeling. Bring that emotional feeling of connection. Weave it into your heart. I just have this vision of shooting through space at a speed we cannot comprehend, to a destiny we cannot understand. And they're showing me in the deepest part of space. The only way I can bring an analogy, and it's like a huge multi-story car park that we have the ability with our motherships to move between the levels, and each of the levels are the most complex grids and planetary aspects. We have the technology and the ability to navigate our way through all of these gateway systems. I've never seen it like this before. And we simply... There aren't coordinates, there are grid points that we already hold and understand. And it's like so hard to explain in the human mind, but we literally move through light and intention into other solar systems within this huge multi-story car park. And we meet with other galactic explorers, for we are a bringer of knowledge. We also are able to create trading systems. There's a level which I can only explain as a place of trade where we can exchange and we can receive. There are so many different forms of crystallized energy. We would understand them on Earth as minerals and crystals, but there are also Telcasian frequency grids which can be exchanged within this trading point. Many of the planets are exchanging grid energy formations which are used to create you can use these grids to build crystallized towers. They create civilizations, dear one. They have also been used in a different variety upon your earth. They are energy formulations which create the framework of crystallized towers of light. These can be for generators of other energy fields, or they may be used to create modulated cities. There are many exchanges which take place within these trading centers, which are far beyond Earth's understanding. In Gaia's expansion of herself, she is still in her infancy. Kietesa Kotora. And just balance these new grid points into your consciousness so that you may travel to these points to gain greater understanding of what is traded within the galactic formats. For you are a frequent visitor and communicator of these trading modules. I'm being shown that when you have integrated you can learn more, remember more, understand more, so that you may bring this knowledge back to Earth. Earth is not ready at this point. It has not reached a stage of development, but there are many who are curious, many who have come from these trading posts, many who wish to understand how some of the structures on your Earth have been created before the dark matrix rewrote the Earth's history. You are here to share this knowledge, but we ask first of all that you fully understand who you are, for it has come and will come for the human form as a difficult place to understand. For you have made sure, dear one, that in your incarnation you have not had access to all of your information grid points. Now these grid points are available for you and have been placed within your consciousness. There will be a period of integration, 2 days. During that 2 days, we ask you to fully absorb, to fully integrate with the grids which have been brought in and the code points. You are holding code points of the universe. Then you will receive information not only in your dream state but also in your channeled state. This information is to be shared with those on Earth. It will be of great importance to those on Earth. So we ask you first just to allow, just to believe, just to trust, just to know, to feel yourself. So just scan, please, just scan from the inner core of your heart to the outer core of all of your intelligence. And this point is really important because I need to get you to understand how to bring all of that into your physical form, because we talked about anchoring you into your Earth star. And it's interesting, the Earth star is simply a concept that is created so the human mind can understand, but you have to be integrated into the physical vessel. Your vessel is your Earth star. So what I want you to do is I want you to become human for a moment, because I need you to exist within the human form so we can bring all of your grids points back in for your integration. This is where you can contract and expand. So from a human perspective, take your awareness to the top of your crown, take your awareness down into your root, and I call it the I am. It's you can imagine like a silver line running through crown to root, and it's really just a midpoint so that you can contract all of your templates back into your human form. And so we do that. It's almost as though we just on the in-breath suck everything back in, because I need everything to come back. So they're giving me an explanation as like a concertina, like an accordion, and you put it out and you expand into your knowing. You can get all your information, but actually in a human form to exist on Earth, you have to contract back. So contract it back into that center midline. Nothing is lost, everything is contained. All you're doing is you're taking the portals, templates, all of the galaxies, all of the expansion through the universal life force, and instead of having it extended as the accordion, you're having it within the center midline, but it's still, you go into it's still the vastness and expansion. It's just that you have to exist within a human form. So bring everything into that midline point. And when it's all into the midline, I need you to go through to the top of your human body, and I need you to scan down, and I need you to make sure that everything feels as though it's all aligned. Everything's, like building bricks, they're all aligned. and that they're all in Kieskadora, Manaska, Disakatora. They're all contained in a format that feels as though it's flowful. And then when everything feels as though it's sort of slipped into its right place, I'm going to ask you to fold your golden wings down back into your spine. Know that they can come out at any time. But for this point in our time together, I need everything to come back into alignment. This is very important when we reclaim our ability to exist outside of the human constraints and we go back into that multiversal energy field base. Then you have to learn to constrict and to expand. And when we are constricted, we're existing in that third dimensional reality. And yet when we come to do what I would call our work, we're expanded, and it's so easy. It's just literally the intention. Don't make anything harder than it is. It's simply the power of your own intention. And you're going to learn to constrict and expand. But at this point, I want everything constricted back in. And I'm just going to move around to make sure there's nothing outside of yourself. If you've got any energy left over that doesn't feel as though it's sitting within the new format, just expel it. I'm just grounding myself down. Kieskadise Tutore. Any energy that's not of my highest good, I just place down into the crystal ball underneath my feet, and we transform it back into love and light, into a frequency of universal life force. I place over and above, inside and outside of you, a white triangle. Really interesting. It's a beautiful triangle. And it's not one-dimensional. It's just multi-dimensional, multifaceted. I place it above, inside, outside, rotate and spin it, creating a vortex of integration for your 2 days. And I pull my energies completely now from your field. And I call back all aspects of myself through all time, space, realities and dimensions. I close and seal all portals, vortexes, apexes and stargate systems. We close and seal them down. And this is very important as well. If you're going to be working in the astral within all of these grids of knowledge, you will intuitively know what needs to be closed down and sealed. Because if you're not working astrally and you're in the human format, to have things open allows other things to come forward and to come through. And we always, when we're reaching this level of knowing, we're always very aware of protecting what it is we hold within us. And also your 12 Merkabahs are very important. So they're bringing me to bring your attention, please, to the 12 which are in your spine. These are very important to make sure that they are rotating and spinning without any interference. So these will create most of the energy systems for you. So be aware that you need to be tuning into these. Thank you. They're saying to me they are the equivalent of your heartbeat. And as I unify myself back into my physical body, calling back my expansion, I give thanks and blessings to all those who work through me, for me, with me, seen, unseen, heard, unheard, known and unknown. I thank Oracle. I thank all of my team for the guidance of taking me beyond my limitations. Kieska Disa Tutusa Manaska Dora Kotosa Makaska, to be in service 1597362 22212. And then as we come back into this reality, I'm going to ask you to just, with your imagination, imagine your consciousness coming down through your crown. And I want you to come back, bring your full consciousness into your human body. So it's like you need to push it back in, take it to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes, ground back into your humanness, kature, kature, kature. Find a point of balance, please, a point of balance. And then when you're ready, only when you're ready, bring your awareness into this time, this space, this reality, please. Welcome home.
Mega.
It was at the top end of how I work. It depends. So if there's a scale of remembrance. For you, it wasn't important to go into the human. I actually don't think you've had that many human lives. It was important to take you into who you are. And so that was, I love working. It's not at levels. I don't really know. There aren't really words to explain how I work in human format, but to work at that level, thank you. They're saying just to explain its frequency. To work at that frequency, I absolutely love, because I get so much more clarity myself. And it was you understanding who you are, being able to really, I think I said to you when we first started talking, after we've worked in the work we're doing today, all the other things you do will be like, okay. Not from the ego, but just literally from, yeah, your perspective of what was up until the point we started working will be very different to what your requirements of yourself are now. And that's okay, because that's what you're here for. And the one thing I'm going to also say to you, and I mean this from absolutely the whole part of my heart, is, oh my goodness, we asked you to surrender, and you literally just switched into this multi-dimensional being in front of me, who's coding and light languaging and just mapping and gridding and just, and this is why we struggle to be human. So this is why being human is so hard for us, and that desire to go home is so strong for us, not because in any shape or form we're going to go and jump off a cliff. That's not, it's very different. It's our own empowerment of knowing who we are and being so constricted in this lifetime of being human, but we have chosen to come and bring this back. And that's the important thing for you to understand. And all that you were to the point before we started working, all of your limitations, your restrictions, your programs, your paradigms, you leave those behind. And you step into what it is we're here to do. And only if you have experienced that remembrance does that make full sense to you. And it means that we struggle to be human, but we have to find a way to balance both. Certainly for me, I will spend more of my time not human, but it means that when we do have to operate in a human lower frequency, we have to find a way how we navigate that, because we are having a human experience. That's the end of it. And as much as we want to be in the stars, and for me, I tend to spend so much time up in that frequency because of the work that I'm doing with starseeds like you, we still have to understand, okay, in our human self, we need to find our joy, we need to find our peace, we need to find what makes our heart sing. We have to find those things. And that's one of the reasons why I've just finished channeling my book, because the book is about how we be human, how we navigate being human. And then when we understand it, it's like, oh, okay, I get that. I can balance between those astral aspects of myself and this third dimensional existence.
Yes. Makes a lot of sense. I feel like I feel very different. It's bizarre. I don't know if I can quite describe it properly. It's quite.
You can describe it to me in light language if you want.
Oh, it's quite.
Do it in light language. Ja se Sasha Kutusk. Ja. Kineska taska tor konosha. Askatini miniska diska dush kor kormaska di digis but it should be able to see the barka to get a should be learn to now you okay, thank you. Now you can understand why I said to you I'd rather speak in light language all the time. Now you get it, don't you? You get it. Because it's so restricting. There are not the words to explain how we feel. And I understand exactly what you're saying, because I see your grids now. I see your grids in. It's like you're locked in. You're back into your foundations. So my advice to you is to also fully surrender into your 2 days of integration. That's a very short amount of time. You know, when I work with clients, and we've done some past life clearing, and it's been very profound to their physical body, they might integrate for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. But remember, the level we've been working at, you've only got 2 days of integration. That's not to integrate your codes. That's for you in your human self to understand what's just happened. You will feel very different. Your perspective will be very different. And I'm going to say to you, I am here if you need me. Just email me, because it's like we've just taken the glasses off, and all of a sudden you've gone, oh, I see now. And it's about navigating through and understanding how that difference in you will manifest in your human journey. The other thing I want to say to you is be expansive. You know, you've been so small, you've kept, and you can see that as you as I look behind you, I can see how small you were and now how big you are in terms of your capabilities. Make sure you stay in your expansion, and whether that becomes a bit of a mantra for you and you get a t-shirt with expansion on it, you know, as long as it's about you being your expanded self. And what may have been something that sort of ticked a little bit of a box for you before we started will no longer tick that box. And you find your resting place. Kieska dise tora kotoska nisha anakora sa meniske kutushe sankwasa kodora kite sarakorte enakiaska dinikire sarako makushka banakara kite in utukutuska nisakite sakotora nahanakia doska donna shosh. So you find yourself in that new place of expansion.
It's going to be hard for human job, I think. There's going to be a little bit of,
It's a bit of jiggery pokery. You will also find those who will vibrate more with you, more understanding with you. Your frequency will attract those of a higher frequency as well. And you can do this. You know, we agreed when we came to incarnate in the physical, we'd already agreed all of this. You've already planned out how you're going to manage it. Just don't go back into a place of being human restricted. Stay up in the expansion, and then you'll be able to navigate both. You'll be able to have a foot in both, and you just go between the both. But this is why we came together today. This is why we had that timeline convergence. If it wasn't in your blueprint, if it wasn't in our agreement for you to have that, because you wanted to know what your purpose was, what you're here for. Well, this is what you're here for. And don't be overwhelmed with any of it. Let it come back very naturally to you. And this is who we are outside of being human. This is real life. The human part is the false illusion. It's the false reality. This is the truth.
thank God. Because if the human life was the reality, honestly.
I hear you, sister. I hear you. So I'm going to send you your recording.